Greenblood, tell me, do you remember that young recruit I spoke to you about? I would still like to present him to you. So then, would you like to accompany me to meet him?
But of course, let's go.
The other recruits in the barracks.
I've been asking myself why everyone calls you captain, seeing as you have no ship. But now I'm beginning to understand.
I'm happy to have poured some oil in your lantern, sailor.
Whatever you need. Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. Welcome. It's such a pleasure. Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier for the alcohol.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency,
Captain,
Soldiers,
may we be of service?
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, first class, Blue Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency.
The Blue Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. I'm one of them, and the 8th Company was sent to Tier Fradee with 2 other companies.
Anything else, Excellency?
What is your charge?
Maintain order in the city, Excellency. Anything else, Excellency?
I'm looking for the soldier, Rayner. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene, just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
That will be all.
At ease, soldiers.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rayner. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rayner? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave.
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to sully himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
Whatever is a doctor of the Bridge Alliance doing in the barracks of the New Serene Coin Guard?
I was posted here from the University of Al-Sad, as per their agreement with the Guard.
Agreement? What sort of agreement?
The Guard requested dedicated doctors for the care of their troops. The University accepted under 2 conditions. That the doctors practice only in the territories of the Bridge, and that we have the privilege of examining all of their corpses. These requests were made official thanks to the Agreement Charter. And I must say, Anything else?
We are here concerning the matter of recruit Rayner.
Are you family or friend?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited.
I see. Well, what I can do is to...
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought... They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern. That they'd had a horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment, and his companions found him drowned in the bay early morning.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and...
All the same, that's what happened.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in...
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces.
I regret, Captain...
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tir Fredi. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I am sorry, Your Excellency, but within these walls, these bodies are often vectors of infection. So, for your own security, I find...
To be quite frank, we're leaving you no choice. I doubt that you'll be able to stop my friend from doing what he wants, and today he's driven. And when he's of sad sorts, the slightest frustration can... And alas for you, he's quite violent.
You wouldn't dare! I've been a... It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must. But please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in it. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Rayner. Poor kid.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body.
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the...
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to find... Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you. The science of death is a complex art, and you...
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appeared?
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever, but I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
Two men, lieutenants, I believe, brought a body. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to them, but the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had...
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniform.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that I have no intention of...
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
My condolences, Kurt. I'm truly sorry. I know the pain of losing a crew member.
Thank you, Vasco.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. Rayner didn't drown. The doctor falsified his report.
You have to be pulling me leg. Oh, boy.
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas. And who warned...
Which regiment was Rayner assigned to? I would like to...
Let me have a look at the register. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out. Oh, if I catch the bastard that did that.
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could this...
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th before being
Just like that? You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden at the drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments. And it's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre is going on here. I don't...
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious...
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Rayner was assigned.
We should also go and check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! To my help! And death to the others! We'll make you dance, land dwellers! To my help! And death to the others! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Good day, soldier.
Good day, my lord.
Desarde.
Captain Kurt.
Oh, excuse me. At your service, my lord. Excellency.
You don't quite look like you've got the hang of all this. How long have you been in?
It's quite normal for a new recruit.
I joined up 4 months ago, but at the beginning we were on board ship, you see. I don't know if that really... I started exercises when we got to New Serene. but
And do you like it here?
I sure do. That's why I joined the Guard. To come here, to leave the
I do.
Anything else?
Since you know who we are, present your...
Yes, sir. Recruit second. Anything else?
Do you know a recruit going by the name of Rayner?
Rayner?
The boy is terrified now that he knows who we are. So long as he's in that state, he'll say nothing of worth. You should bring him a bottle to calm his nerves.
That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
What can I pour for you?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. But be careful. She's got a strong bite.
At your service, my lord. Excellency.
Here. You seem tired and a little on edge.
It's just that I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're on leave, or you wouldn't be at the tavern.
Yes, but this is His Excellency's own bottle. I don't
Drink, I tell you.
Now then, why don't you tell us what you know about Rayner?
Well, I didn't serve with him. Well, not really. He was leaving the 11th when I joined. Everyone said he was good, and then, poof. Lieutenant got this order, and he wasn't happy. And then Rayner, he was gone. We asked where he'd been sent, but the lieutenant didn't want to tell us. Said that it was... But you? He won't be able to say no to you. You should go and offer him a drink, too.
Where can we find your lieutenant?
At the barracks.
Thank you. And watch yourself when leaving. Wouldn't want you to fall into the bay. That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th, Excellency. Anything else?
What's your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security. As for me, I'm responsible for the training of recruits. Anything else?
We are concerned about the death of a young recruit named...
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rayner belonged to your company, and as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your... So just stop with the lies.
You know what they say. Guard...
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in front of you.
I know.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak to us. Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes. Rayner was indeed a member of my company. And an excellent...
Continue.
One more. I was so furious that I did my own little investigation to see where it wasn't easy. No one wanted to give me answers. No one seemed to know anything. But one thing's for certain. Rayner wasn't the only man to have... I learned that a good many recruits, all the cream of the crop, and finally, I I learned about the existence.
What sort of nonsense are you talking?
A sort of secret, elite company.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. I began to sense how this regiment protects its secrets at all costs. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th might know something. It's been said that he took part in one of their missions.
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment?
I've told you everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Raynor, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. Anything else?
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment?
I've told you everything I know. Go and see the officer of the...
Thank you, Lieutenant. Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration. We operate mainly in the wilderness area, but don't worry. We respect to the letter congregation directly. We avoid all confrontation with them as much. Anything else?
Tell me about the Phantom Regiment.
About what?
Are you certain you don't know where this Phantom Regiment camp can be found?
Absolutely certain. And to be honest...
Raynor was one of my recruits, Lieutenant. He was killed. His death was disguised. Thanks to my friend, we finally learned. So now, you're gonna tell me all you know without being a weasel. Trust me, you don't want me to lose my nerve.
But... Captain...
Now!
I've seen the regiment. Even fought beside them on an operation. On that occasion, our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems, and our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, we were ordered to speak to no one about... I hope you realize the risk I'm taking.
Have no fear. We understand. What was this?
An attack. A lightning strike on a caravan from the Bridge Alliance.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back-alley bandits.
I know. It really shakes up the honor code. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Raynor isn't the only one who's died from it. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, where the men live and train. But I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This story is making me sick.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your doing. But these filthy phantoms, or whatever they are...
You do realize that your own commander is certainly involved in this on some level. Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without...
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approves of what they're doing. It wouldn't be the first head that didn't know what is...
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends that can serve. And when I know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go and have a few fiery words. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they settle their debts.
Let me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me. Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led. I want to know what these madmen... But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control. I need the help of my best student.
How can I refuse such a request?
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know each other?
We train together.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. And who are these people with you?
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant.
And I am Captain Vasco. No need to comment about our distance from the sea. I know.
These people sure are important.
I've heard things about this place.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only but anyway. Knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that. So, what would you like?
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret? Even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in, and yet I'd never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't, and our leaders demand secrecy. Oh.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place out.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those, once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led. But you already know all of this, Kurt.
Yes.
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercise, the natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were...
A kid I recruited.
Oh. I didn't know he was one of... My condolences. I was told...
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in... The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable.
We've taken up enough of your time.
I agree, and I have things to...
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much.
I'm sorry. I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
Old barrack rivalries.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories for me. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here. Lieutenant!
Respectfully, Captain.
Here is my friend, the legate of the merchant
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline, and...
You mean to blindly follow orders? Even to their...
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know...
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out moral...
Really?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs...
That's strange. These skills are normally associated...
These skills are always useful, regardless...
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before. I worked with Captain Rolf in the past, and when I arrived on the island...
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment.
Yes, of course.
Kurt, Don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rayner.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must...
The other lieutenant's squadron.
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you.
He died. His body was thrown.
I guess it was one of your recruits.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick.
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information.
Of course, sire.
How would you describe your training?
Yes, we do.
Really? Yet we've been told...
Yes, I think so.
Problems remembering things?
No, Captain.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantoms...
Do you trust your comrade?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire.
You've sure got the military...
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an...
No, of course not. Only to the...
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very...
if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want...
Very well. Go on.
Excellence. Captain.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
We can't hide the lies. Soldier!
Captain!
At ease, soldier.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question.
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test.
Well, training is difficult.
That's an interesting way to phrase it. You're very united in this squadron.
United? You could...
That's rather sinister.
Yeah. Well...
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid...
No. Well... Not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Rayner. And we're lucky to have the Lieutenant as our instructor.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First Class Recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear. But he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Lieutenant.
Captain.
My friend here would like to learn...
At your orders, Captain.
Can you tell us about your squadron?
I don't know what else to tell you. Exactly what you'd expect.
What kind of training takes place in your...
Combat in natural...
I'm very curious about how you train against the man.
Now, these are complex, secret maneuvers.
That's a pity. It would definitely be in...
I heard the recruit Rayner...
Oh, he was a good one.
So we've heard. Your captain told us...
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Rayner fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell?
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At it.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted.
Well, it's difficult at first, but you get through it.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop?
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadron's captain.
You seem concerned about your comrade.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron.
Since this is such a close-knit...
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Rayner left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to...
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know any...
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, sire. Captain?
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go! Are you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry. Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she...
If you noticed, others will have too.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action.
Very well.
What's really going on here? We know that...
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense... That's what we're told every day. But in real...
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
All they leave you with is your survival instinct. Obey or die.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
As for Rayner, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and they summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to be. If we refuse, we too become the targets. If you're looking to punish Rayner's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our...
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let...
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain?
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Kurt, Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated. Rayner wouldn't stand for these methods.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's...
And the others beat them.
You knew about this kind of training?
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past.
I'm so sorry.
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
We can't just barge in and hope they give up. What's your plan?
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm. Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew?
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
Locked. This room. What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
And to think I complained about the Nords' training practices, but this is horrific, Kurt.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soul. Rainer shows up on this list more than once.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
The boy will pay the ultimate...
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this...
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this... refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You're a good captain, Kurt. But I hope you understand that they won't hold back on us.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go! To my help! And death to the others!
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Kurt, you're so predictable.
I knew you were a bastard, but I didn't think you'd be part of this disgrace.
Have fun, soldiers! The traitors must die!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We surrendered without resistance, to avoid a fight, and to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey.
Enough! To arms! Attack!
Must I remind you what happened to Raynor?
And however many others perished to fuel the ambitions of this camp's leader.
Is this what you were promised when you were recruited?
No. No. Honor and glory. We've strayed far from all that. Let's surrender. Anything is better than dying here like dogs.
How dare you! You know what awaits you.
Shut up, you idiots. You're no longer in a position to threaten anyone.
You're finally here.
Sorry, Captain. The boy resisted longer than planned.
You were spared the shame of seeing how far your comrades have fallen.
What happened?
They surrendered, like the weaklings they are.
That should make the next night training sessions interesting.
What have you done with Wilhelm?
He received the punishment for traitors and insurgents, like Rainer before him.
Kurt, I'm terribly sorry. We should have...
saved him first. We're responsible for his death.
Don't blame the wrong people, soldier. Those that slaughtered him stand before us.
You're right. For Wilhelm! For Rainer!
Recruits! Attack!
A bit of poison on my brain.
Then let's go! To my help! And death to the odds!
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Will you be all right, Kurt?
Yes. Yes. I'll be fine. I'm just glad to know that this camp won't kill anyone else. You! Take care of the camp's survivors until you receive your transfer orders.
It will be an honor, Captain.
You'll stay here for now. I'll send men I trust to come get you soon.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on here.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? Never. She's old school. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the Guard was headed. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the Guard. I should have listened to her.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go and see her immediately.
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would...
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it.
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray, and that we would pay the...
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the commander's project to the governor of the...
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so stupid for not having understood...
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard, but Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him.
Believe me, he won't get away with it. Goodbye, Sieglinder.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
It's a great pleasure to see you again.
The best forge in Tyr Freddy! Blades, oh!
Oh, it's a great pleasure.
The best forge in Tyr Freddy! Blades, armor, locks,
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all Serene.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateos. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. We transported some lords, men, and merchandise. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature, and began to their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers, and the magic of the natives of Tyr Freddy was awoken. Beasts came out. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to her. The losses were enormous. The humiliation devastating. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born...
The child of an islander.
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why you're... In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
I am sorry, Greedfall. I promise you that I knew nothing of it. And as far as I'm concerned, this changes nothing. I will keep watching over you.
Are your boots warm?
Come closer, good people.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black.
Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else. I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Constantine, I don't...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral, as our investigation was leading us to imagine. The congregation did, once the Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago, and brought our people here but the enterprise to colonize the island failed. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat, and paid the Nauts to keep this.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But...
Oh, dear cousin? No. All the fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father, lost during it. I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be you have always been the only one to care for me. You are my Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt, bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. I've come to know you. To respect you. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. And so now you are forewarned.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off the heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now. We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
On my blade. And let's go! To my help! And death to the others! Take a potion if you want your house to well. Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Let's see what you move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Excellency.
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! To my health! And death to the others!
Lord de Cossillon! The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.